Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our webinar. I'm Ashley Limbers, the marketing here at Encompass Solutions, and I'm happy to be your moderator for this session. For those of you who might be new to Encompass Solutions, let me take a moment to introduce our company. At Encompass Solutions, we specialize in ERP consulting and implementations to help manufacturers solve their challenges, streamline operations, and drive growth. And as a premier partner of Epicor, we deliver tailored ERP solutions that empower businesses to succeed. We are headquartered in Greensboro, North Carolina, and have been in business for 25 years with just over 40 staff members around the globe. And our focus is on manufacturing and distribution, primarily using Epicor software. And one characteristic that makes us stand out is that we're very partner focused. We have almost 20 years of experience selling Epicor software while being part of their premier partner program. And we have a certified team of consultants that partners with businesses like yours to help with ERP implementations, software enhancements, customizations, and reporting. And today we're exploring modernizing marine manufacturing, presented by Kristen Smith. Today's webinar is being recorded, and a copy of that recording will be emailed to you. And if you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into the question box on your Zoom control panel, and we'll bring them up during the Q&A session at the end. Now let's turn our attention to our speaker. Please join me in giving Kristen Smith a warm welcome. Kristen has 18 years of experience in operations, where she highlights her problem-solving abilities to complete projects with precision. Most of her career was in the plastics compounding industry. Kristen has direct experience from working for a medical device manufacturer and distributor, a parts distributor, and for a cut, part clean room supply company. Kristen's ERP experience includes supply chain management, forecasting, inventory control, and planning, and production management. She has led positions in quality, purchasing, inventory management, production planning, scheduling, sales analysis, data analytics, and matter planning. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Kristen, over to you.
All right, thank you, Ashley. Today we're talking about why ERP is no longer just a back office tool. It's critical for marine manufacturers who want to stay competitive in today's market. For those of you who don't know what ERP stands for, it's Enterprise Resource Planning, and it's a way for you to see all of your business in one computer software. So looking at the current landscape of the marine industry, we see that it is changing fast. We see that material costs are rising, labor is harder to find, and customers are expecting more customizations than ever before. We look specifically at rising material costs. We do see just geopolitical tensions that are influencing trade and are posing potential risks of disruptions due to global conflicts and disputes. Labor constraints, so kind of a worldwide labor constraints are being seen as the current workforces ages out, and we're not seeing young adults seeking manufacturing jobs, which is leaving a huge hole in our labor availability. For the boating industry, we're seeing more customizations. We see that customers want it their way, and they want it now. What used to be a craft-driven business is also data-driven. We see marine manufacturers wanting visibility in their scheduling and real-time operational insights, and that are becoming just as important as that craftsmanship of the boat itself. Organizations are moving toward AI-driven solutions for their data analysis and looking to those for predictive insights, which make centralizing your data in one source a key in order for there to be faster and more effective analysis. But as a whole, we see the ERP adoption in marine manufacturing still lags behind other industries. Studies show that over 90% of medium to large manufacturers overall have implemented ERP systems, but only a portion of marine and shipbuilding companies have fully modernized their ERP software within their operations functionalities. While many manufacturers have embraced integrated systems, A large portion of boat builders and marine component manufacturers are still relying on spreadsheets or legacy systems, which pose a huge risk to growth and potentially missed opportunities. Investing in a robust ERP system represents a significant financial commitment that must deliver a meaningful return on your investment. You'll need to see that there will be operational efficiencies, inventory optimization, financial accuracy, and IT consolidations, improving your decision making, customer satisfaction, and you want it to be shown to be scalable as you grow. We have seen in the marine industry that there has been some negative growth over the last few years, though market forecasts do predict steady growth in the coming years. And we also see that similar to other industries, the niche segments tend to be less effective by broader economic trends. Some boating companies that I've worked with recently have reported softer sales this year compared to last, while others have continued to grow exponentially. So um, we can't really see, slowness across the industry as a whole. We do see there's just some ups and downs all over. So we want to make sure that um, or that those ups and downs can lead to uneasiness in especially in investing in a software. But at the same time, in the same breath, I'm going to say that implementing an ERP system during a slowdown is probably that best time for your employees to focus on learning a software, and it can be a great investment to you to set up for your next upturn. But so today we're going to explore what's driving the real shift within the marine industries to implement ERP softwares, the challenges that marine manufacturers face, why traditional systems fall short, and how ERP can help you gain control, visibility, and agility. So let's start looking at the challenges that marine manufacturers are facing today. And who among us isn't familiar with a multi-level bomb structure that can easily be 200 to 500 material components? We know that those complex bills of materials and order-driven builds make every project unique and requires careful coordination. We know that so that careful coordination can be handled very well inside of an ERP software. Marine manufacturers are not making boats and stocking them in a warehouse. The production is beginning once you have all of your material components within your warehouse and available, and once customers place orders. But because there's a lot of customization and multi-level bombs, there's a lot of material to keep up with, and doing that without a software can get pretty complex, and it just can be complex. The marine manufacturers also have tight timelines. They're the norm and not the exceptions. But customers expect fast turnaround times with those exceptional quality products. And while customers also are seeking customizations to get exactly what they want, we also know that those customizations do extend your lead time, creating a double-edged sword of delivering personalized service versus speed of production. So we also see that companies are closely tracking your inventory values, um, which when you have uh, multi-level bombs and this complete customization, it's not practical or financially responsible to stock every single one of those components that a customer might request. So we need to have some way to make sure that you track customer service and are able to deliver products well. Uh, we see material and supplier volatility that can stall production and increase costs overnight. We're also seeing additional tariffs that are flowing through the supply chain, driving up costs. And compounding those issues, we're seeing some congestion at ports. We're still seeing shipments rerouted, and just longer transit and lead times in general, which altogether contribute to rising expenses. And since it's unrealistic to maintain enough stock for that 100% customer satisfaction, businesses need the agility to plan for materials with extended lead times. And striking that balance between inventory optimization and customer satisfaction really does remain a complex challenge. We also see regulatory compliance and traceability pressures. The USCG, the NMMA, the ABYC, the ISO, and EPA, to name a few, require documentation at every step of production. And having multiple systems or outdated systems can really impede that documentation requirement processes. The work, again, like I said previously, the workforce and skill have shortages, which makes it harder for companies to execute even the best laid plans. Uh, all of these factors combine to make production planning, scheduling, and execution more complex than ever. All right, so why don't spreadsheets and legacy systems work anymore? Well, I'll tell you. Data is disconnected across departments, preventing a complete view of projects, inventory, and supply chain. That visibility is critical for operational efficiencies and effectiveness. Limited scheduling visibility means that there can be delays and bottlenecks, often not caught until you're right at the point where they occur, and it can leave you unable to plan effectively. We see material overruns or rework happening because of errors that could go unnoticed until it's too late. Proving compliance during audits can be time consuming and challenging and stressful when you don't have everything all in one location. Slower quoting and delivery can hurt your customer trust and your ability to respond effectively to customers. And simply put, traditional systems just can create friction and making it harder for you to complete, be scalable, and maintain profitability. So now let's talk about how ERP changes the game. The right ERP system gives you tools to turn complexity into clarity. You're going to have a unified visibility. ERP provides a single source of truth for quotes, sales orders, inventory, purchases, production work orders, shipping, invoicing, credits, payments, and projects. Customer service and sales can utilize the quoting software, and within Epicor, that quoting software links to the methods of manufacturing so that sales or customer service team can quickly obtain a quoted selling price that includes the operational costs, your current component material costs, a set markup all in one place within one software. Utilizing CRM functionality, you can track your wins and losses within the ERP system. And then quotes are easily converted to sales orders, giving you complete traceability of a quote through the sales, production process, shipping, and then through invoicing. Bills of materials and operations are stored within the software and can be directly linked to your CAD software. A few CAD softwares that link with Epicor are CADLink, SolidWorks, AutoCAD, Inventor, and Altium. This linkage provides the ability to sync data between your CAD software and the Epicor ERP. Within the marine industry, product configurators are pretty common just due to the customization requests. The product configurator is based on question and answers. They can be used for quoting and within the order entry. I also previously talked through balancing inventory. We know that balancing inventory levels and customer satisfaction within the ERP can be pretty challenging. It can be challenging in general, but within the ERP systems, specifically Epicor, buyers are getting PO suggestions based on your planning parameters. So your planning parameters are your mins, your maxes, your lot multiples, your order multiples, and your safety stock levels. Uh, PO suggestions are also getting driven by your open sales orders, your current job demand, and again, like I said, your stock levels. Buyers are able to respond quickly to daily or daily changes or just a more immediate changes um, because all of that data is in one software. They're not taking it to Excel and pulling multiple data sources together. All of it is in one ERP system. Buyers working closely with suppliers and maintaining those relationships also will help keep your lead times shortened and um, able to respond to any customer demand. We recommend, I think to any buyers, it's always recommended to try to dual source your critical components with or without an ERP system. But within that ERP system, you're able to track all of that and have that all again as your single source of truth. Within Epicore's ERP, you can track your open purchase orders, your request for quotes. You can manage supplier price lists, and you can also rate your supplier performance. Within the buyer workbench, which is one consolidated dashboard within the software, you display your open POs, your PO change suggestions, your new PO suggestions, and your request for quote tracking. You can also bring in requisitions, again, to be brought into one ERP system and replacing additional emails or handwritten requests for purchases. Again, making that ERP system your one source of truth. For plant managers, you're able to see material availability and production progress in real time, and you can anticipate bottlenecks before they disrupt production. Imagine knowing in advance that a critical part will be late. Epicor ERP gives you that insight and that foresight. And if project tracking is needed, the project management within Epicor ERP centralizes that project plan and all costs captured, specifically your job costs, your sales orders, your purchase orders. You can also add in phases to the project software so that you can track those phases and then bill customers at specific milestones. Your revenue can also be recognized at specific phases of projects, and you just have that full traceability within the ERP softwares. You can automate scheduling and resource planning. You're able to match labor and material production schedules. I know that can be a pretty tough challenge, but ERP automates the scheduling so that the right people and parts are in the right place at the right time. And when things are in the right place in the right time, there are fewer delays, there is less overtime, and you can have more predictable delivery timelines. Another capability is end-to-end traceability and compliance. ERP captures every step of the production automatically. You're creating audit-ready records, whether you are capturing your hull ID number or a serial number for an engine or a trailer or any other part of your electrical system. You can track all of those materials back to the source and prove compliance confidently. We have a few customers who set up their MSOs directly to print from Epicor at a key stage within the shipping process. So you have the proof of your legal manufacturer, your hull ID, and any other data that you need all in one form. Uh, the last capability here that we want to address is having the faster quoting and better customer communication. With an ERP, you can generate accurate quotes quickly and provide real-time order tracking. Customers see a transparency, and you build that trust through reliable communication. ERP doesn't replace the craftsmanship of a boat, but it empowers more craftsmanship by reducing operational friction that can slow down your manufacturing process. Just want to take some time and look at some success stories uh, that I've worked with. I've worked with Oceanographic Company who kind of had a challenge of bridging the visibility between the finance department and the manufacturing. We saw them being very siloed, but bringing so they were trying to bring in a software so they could streamline their process, amplify their efficiency, and align with their corporate objectives. Um, the organization was relying on QuickBooks, and again, that just led to just the disconnection between the finance and manufacturing. And then we're able to have internal collaboration. They're manually reconciling against accounting reports, which was very time consuming, and it made them respond in reactive ways better than or more than um, they were being reactive instead of proactive. They were, and then one division wasn't knowing what the other was doing. So since they were at a they were a subsidiary, the leadership just wasn't able to see a full picture of what was going on. Um, but we were able to strategically approach and help them implement. We had collaborative training sessions and help them navigate their complexities so that they could successfully implement their software and have good user adoption. So they found that they had the enhanced visibility across the departments. They saw that they were able to detect potential issues sooner, which heightened their efficiency and saved time and empowered smoother operations through their proactive problem solving instead of being in that constant reactive state. The shift from Excel based project management was an extreme help. Moving from tracking projects in multiple tabs in an Excel file to the module within Epicor was an extreme benefit to to the customer. They also got to see enhanced inventory tracking and then more optimization within their procurement department. And also bringing all of their processes into Epicor allowed them to achieve their ISO 9001 quality management compliance. Um, and this company also had some challenges with their CAD implementation. Um, but I'm sorry, but allowing the unified systems did foster some internal growth and some improved alliance through all of their subsidiary companies. Uh, but by preparing, so their transition to Epicor represented a significant milestone for them. By preparing for expected hurdles, they were able to uh, they were able to overcome challenges in implementation and enhance adoption by their full team. And they were able to be they were able to share resources and help each other in the other implementations. And it just helped their strategic planning and change management process. Another company that we helped implement was a fishing boat company. And this company really was just needing some reporting process changes. And they had all of their reports in a spreadsheet server. And they just needed some assistance in getting all of that under one umbrella. They had a lot of outside help, and they were just needing to upgrade their technology, which they did. So they saw time savings of 15 hours per month in adjusting how they were reporting. So they were reporting through many sources previously, but then they switched to report directly out of their Epicor software. Their leadership team was able to see what was happening well within the business without needing to go to an outside service to have them put all of these reports together. They were able to just uh, see all of that data come out of Epicor very fast. They were able to see the financial impact of their business as well, and again, needing to see that data analysis was extremely important for this company. A last example here of another kind of fishing boat company uh, was again using an outdated ERP system. Their buyer didn't have any good visibility of components. He was relying on things getting written on whiteboards or email communications of what was coming up or what was needed or what was missing on a boat that was currently in production. Um, so instead of relying on some single source of truth, we had the person managing their engines and other serial track part managing those in Excel. While she did as best job as she could using that Excel as a tool, that process was entirely manual. And while Excel can be a nice solution for a certain business process, that ERP system really has the best traceability and enables a more operational management. So the benefit that they saw transitioning to an ERP system was that they were able to fully serial track their all of their components directly to the boats, and they also printed their MSOs directly from the software, and then they had their real time tracking of the full uh, production process, so they could see exactly where a boat was at any given time. All right, so let's move on to building a roadmap. Building the roadmap for 2026. I want you to go ahead and look ahead to 2026, and it's time to ask if your current system enabling growth or is it holding you back? You have seen that switching to an ERP software will increase your operational efficiencies, optimize your inventory, and lead to a more financial accuracy. You also may be able to consolidate your IT department, but it definitely will improve your decision making. You'll have increased customer satisfaction, and it will be scalable as you grow. So, want to start with a discovery session to assess your current state. You can contact our team here. Before you do that, you want to make sure you identify any operational drag areas. And by that, I mean what manual processes do you have, and what lack of system integration do you see? Where are your margins being lost? Are you missing any deadlines? Are you reworking or overworking um, within your manufacturing, and how much is that costing you in time and money? Um, so just want you to define your must-haves for 2026 and what processes do you need to improve in order to stay competitive and ahead of others in the marketplace. And we would ask that you consider your cloud-based solutions, again, for scalability and flexibility as you grow. A clear roadmap ensures that your ERP investment drives measurable results and isn't just a system upgrade that takes you longer to do your work. You always want to see that improvement. All right, so I want to go ahead and move to the questions standpoint here now, Ashley. And again, thank you for your time, everyone.